Hey everyone, Ed DeVito here from Audio Ultra. I was recently in Switzerland at the CH Precision factory, and I created this video to help enthusiasts learn more about the design and engineering aspects of this iconic Swiss brand. So without further ado, away we go, beginning with the train ride to the factory from Geneva. Hey everyone, who I have here is Florian Cossy. He's the founder of CH Precision, and the co-founder is Thierry Heeb here at CH. These guys were high school buddies growing up, and they've come up through the ranks working at several companies, and they've created a pretty awesome company here at CH Precision. So guys, give us a big hello.
Hello everyone, and we're gonna continue the venture for a long time, I hope.
I can totally see that happening. You guys have done a wonderful job, and it's been so great here meeting you guys here today, and thank you so much.
Thanks, Ed.
Yeah.
On this table, there's a lot of M10 boards getting ready to be tested and then later implemented into the amplifier. Florian, give us a little more detail on that.
So, as you said, there are a few M10s, M10 boards. These are the amplification channel, so one channel here each, and these have been prepared for testing. So basically the transistors have been mounted. Maybe you can see them here. We mounted the bar buses, the copper bus buses, which are here, and we also prepare the output, the emitter, the resistor of the output stage. So everything is now ready for testing. Once this will be done, we test in performances, of course, real performances. When this is done and we are happy with the result, then these sub-assemblies can be used downstairs for the final assembly of M10s.
Pretty sweet. Cool.
On a plate of the M10.
Not in person.
No.
So this is the transformer for the M10.
Yeah, exactly. So
It doesn't weigh very much.
No, it's very, very light.
It's very light.
Maybe I can take the phone and you try to lift it.
Exactly. Totally understand. No, these things are heavy without question.
Yeah, they are.
This is going to be conductor after rectification.
Absolutely. So we have the various sections, which depend on how much power we are going to conduct in the cable, but it's silicon cable and very flexible with a lot of very, very small wires inside.
Cool.
And the
Thank
cable-
you. So with the conductor on the roll, now we can build a coil, right?
Yeah,
Right here for
exactly.
assembly.
And this one is a 6 square millimeters section.
Perfect. So now before us is a bunch of clock boards being worked on. What's happening here?
So here, the task is essential, let's say. We receive bare boards like this, or no, sorry, populated boards like this from subcontractors. And then we mount the panel and we apply the test on the boards. I'm sorry, this board has a red dot, so it means it failed when it was tested. So
That may have been the one I worked on.
yeah, we need to know why, but it's the way it is. I think most of them are absolutely ready.
Cool. Okay.
So that's the new clock synchronization board, as you correctly guessed. And it's ready to be dispatched all over the world.
Perfect. That's awesome. So everything here gets designed on an electrical CAD program, and tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So at the first stage, well, the second stage of the board design, after we discussed and brainstormed together as to how we would improve from a P1, we start with building blocks. So we said, okay, we're going to split the signal path this way, this way, this way, and we're going to have some modules that do this and that and that. And so this is the first page for this board of the circuitry. So we have really modules doing things, and in each module then we go all the way down to the transistor level. So here we've got some transistor all over the place, resistor, capacitors. So we really do all design all the way down to the level of transistors. We don't use op-amp on the signal path. We for the RAA equalization, and so we go all the way down to this, and then once you've drawn the whole circuit that you want to do, then you export it into a PCB. So and it will look like that. So you draw the shape of the PCB that you want to have, and then all the components will be spread all over the screen, and then you've got a little game of placing all your components on your board so that the signal paths are short as possible when it's needed, and that you have something fully coherent throughout the screen. And so it's quite powerful. So then in the end you can even kind of look at your board and see how it's going to look, and it's quite realistic. Even just on the shape of the board, it will look quite like it will do in reality. The reason why it's also interesting to have this 3D vision of the whole board is because then I can export that and re-import it into SolidWorks, which is a mechanical design CAD. And in there, well, for a P10 it's not that critical, even though there are some piggybacks and piggyback board and things like that. But for a product like an i1 where it's really packed with boards, it's really important to know that you're not going to have a component on the board that's going to hit another one. So it's also useful for that to have access to 3D of the board, in addition to, of course, all the file needed to produce the board itself.
And that's all about design and engineering, and again, at the end of the day, making sure it all fits in how it's supposed to, and of course works as it's intended.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Hey, man, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So Thierry, give us your point of view.
Yeah, what Loris just showed you here is how basically digital tools can help you in stacking up a 3D unit, such as complex as the i1, for instance. But of course, there's also the whole simulation on the other side, on the electrical side, where SPICE simulations or those kinds of approaches allows you to simulate an electrical analog signal system before actually building it. And the same is also true on the DSP, digital signal processing side. There's a lot of work done on paper, on computer simulations, before actually going to the real thing and minimizing the risk of the step of going from the lab into production.
Makes total sense. Thanks for sharing that. We've now come into the CH assembly room where there's 10 workbenches with all different lines of product being assembled at different portions. They run multiple products at a time for efficiency. So here on benches 8 and 9 are a bunch of P1s being assembled. So tell us a little more about that, Florian.
Well, it's the perfect example of how we are working here for the final assembly process or steps. We are normally doing the final assembly of 6 units at a time. So it's not a big batch of units, but it's not 1 or 2 units. So you start to have some efficiency by doing the units 6 after 6. So here you have 6 P1s, which are, I believe, completely ready. Yes, they are in warm-up or break-in process right now. They are on.
These will burn in for how long?
24 hours at least. And then, you like this word, we retest them before shipping.
So everything is tested and retested and tested and then retested and tested and retested.
How extreme we are with the X1.
And they're so extreme with their testing, they actually even have them hooked up to the outboard power supply here and going through the whole process at once. Again, just about testing, and testing at CH Precision. So earlier today, table 3, which is now empty, was full of L10 preamps. Now they're on this part, moving over to get finished up. Here's one in anthracite, beautiful color. Florian, what do we got going on here?
So here we have 2 L10 in anthracite finish. So if you just move a little bit closer to me, then oops, sorry. You have the audio unit and the power supply unit in anthracite finish, which is, I would say, a nice color for those who like. It's not real dark it's anthracite.
Yeah, it's a real.
It's a color by itself.
And the logo is actually pretty trick too, how it's done. It's actually the aluminum itself that creates the logo.
So normally, if you take the face plate right after anodization, it's completely dark like this, and we just laser engraved the logo. So we remove the oxidation layer with the laser, and you have here the bare raw aluminum.
Pretty cool. Okay, so in this room we have our EMC chamber, which is unique in a lot of ways that you don't see at many audio companies. Florian, let's hear about what we got going on here.
Yeah, so we are inside Raphael's booth.
There he is. Hey, Raphael, how are you?
He opens us the door, so let's go and see what's inside.
Let's see what we got.
So here you have a D1.5 together with the C1.2. I think we are testing the combo, these two units together, for radiation, emission, susceptibility against real world radiations. And we have here a dedicated antenna which measure all the high frequency noise. And once the measurement is done, we have also here, just behind you, a high frequency scope, spectrum analyzer. And as you can see, it goes quite high in terms of frequency, a few gigahertz. So we really capture the susceptibility of the products. And this allows us to know exactly whether we comply with the norm or we should work again on the design for lowering the emissions and radiations of the product.
Got it. And as far as the country is concerned, I mean, is that to also do with the compliancy laws here in Switzerland?
Honestly, no. In Switzerland, we don't have such requirements. But as soon as we export and go outside Switzerland, then we have to do the test officially, or it's better to do them so that we fully comply with CE certification and CB certification as well.
Gotcha. That makes more sense. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, check this out. I learned that every unit, including the D1.5 CD SACD transport player, is strength tested by literally allowing the component to drop to the floor from the workbench. And shockingly, the units survive with only cosmetic damages. This to me shows how quality-minded the company truly is. Well, I hope you enjoyed a glimpse of why CH Precision products are recognized by many as an exceptional brand, offering not only quality but value as well. And for those of you interested in CH, then the best way to experience these products is to work with an authorized dealer like myself, so you can experience these products in our listening rooms, as well as options to place these products in your home so you can hear for yourself why CH Precision is some of the best out there. Until next time, long live audio and long live CH Precision.